بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الصلاة والسلام على رسول الله. رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقه قولي. Brothers, sisters, before I start today, I want to say something that for the French, please and please and please, for all my speech is toward all the Muslims around the world. Please boycott all kind of French goods. And the Prophet Muhammad, Allah's blessing and peace be on him, is this a red line, okay, for us as a Muslims, is a red line, Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So please never try to buy any kind of French goods. And for our lesson I want to show you for this lesson how we can make a tapered beam, a tapered section connection for this lesson. The first thing what I can do, I can put some lines, and after that I can draw these lines on it. But I think the best way is to make a standard a porta frame, just like this, a standard one, and let's say 20,000. Enter, right click, so it gives us this one. Okay, that is very good. As you see here, we have this one, and we can set the values here. This 500, let's say 6 meter, and this 7,500, and let's just make like this. Okay, so what I have, as here we have this kind of red line, and it's very good for us. What we can do, I can just delete this one, and sorry, what I can do is here I have this one. If I explode this one, this line is here, this line will remain. After that I can delete these sections here, and when I delete this section, I don't need this section because I don't want to make a standard section. And now I have like this one. Okay, so what I can do now, I can just click here for the wall beam, and click here and click here, and again I can close further for the first time, and again I want to make another beam from let's say from this point to this point. Okay, so we have beam and a column, and we will arrange the values for that one. Okay, the first one, let me try to make the red the column. Right click, after that go to advanced properties, and what I need to be 2 parts. Okay, what's the upper part? I need the upper part for only just for making a part of connection. Okay, so what I'm doing now, I say I have a fixed connection for fixed length, sorry, for this one, and let me try to 550 for this one. Okay, at first, as here is we have 250, and the end which here is 400. Let's say 600 we have, and after that we go back to 400, as you see, just like this here. Okay, for the flange, I will make parallel flanges, and the flange with, let's say 200. It's a of course it's a condition design. Okay, so just you have to put the values for your design, and as you see here, this one, let's say 20, which is the part of connection. Okay, this is what I'm using. This is 20 because this is the part of connection, and I will use it later. For the segment, what I can do, I can just say continuous web, so it gives me this is continuous. Okay, after that I can close it. I can go back to the conceptual, and I can select this one for this time. I can say advanced properties, again I will fix the first and last one, because I want for this is for the hinge place, and of course there also we have a hinge. Anyhow, so the start, let's say 550, and this one let's say 250, 250 again, and let's say, I don't know, 550 or 500 is good for this area. As you see here, it's just like this. I fixed the lengths, so I can say I have 2 meters from each side. Maybe this one also 2000, or if you want you can make this 3000. It's up to you. Okay, so that is very good. Now what I have, be sure that that here is the start point. Okay, if you want to change, you can change. You can just click here, and after that you can go with this point, or maybe if you want to put it in the middle, you can do it very easily. How you can do it? Just by clicking and shift right click and midpoint between 2 points, maybe this point and this point, and it gives it puts in the middle. So now this area, this one became 550. Okay. Sometimes when we want to make connection, we can make connection for that one. Even for the hinge we can use this one, but sometimes it gives us a problem. I'll show you the solution for that also. Okay, so but before I start to make connections, what I'm doing, I'm just clicking here, and I want to put or make it mirror for this one. So MI for mirror. Just let me write here MI for mirror, and as you see here, I cannot say choose the midpoint because it's the OSNAP. Right click here, OSNAP object. I have midpoint. What I need parallel, apparent intersection, nodes perpendicular. I want to do all of this, and click OK. And now I can use the midpoint. And erase object, we don't need erased, so we say no. Now it's very good. What we have these points, or we have this beam here, this one and this one, and we have to use the suitable connection for each one. Let me try to first to use this one, knee of the frame, which is the hinge. Let me try for the other side. If I select the column first, space, this one, space, you see it's kind of I don't know, it's not right connection, but however, if we make for the other side, maybe it gives us correct choice. Let me try. I'll show you the why it's like this. You see, now it's very good. As for the first time is very good, and what I'm doing now, I will play around with the other things. Let me just say this by layer to the color. Okay, so the first thing what I'm doing is to remove this hinge here. So by double clicking on the here, or by selecting any kind of this part of connection, and right click advanced properties, we can bring this dialog. The first one is the hinges. So it's made from plates or profile. You see, we can choose profile, but we don't need this one or this one. We say none. Okay. Now for the first time we did a very good job. Okay. After that we go to an end plate, and the end plate width, as you see here, is like this. So we say 200 because we want to be just like the column. Yeah, we forgot to increase this one. No problem. We can increase the height of the beam also. This one. Anyhow, after that, right click, advanced joint properties. So what do we have? End plate is 15. As you see here now, it's 10 by 10, 5 by 5. we have, so we can make this one also 5, not -5. It's just like this. After that we can go with the bolts. The bolt group as is 200. The intermediate distance, let's say 120 or maybe 100, I think is good. Anyhow, no problem. As you see, these two bolts, let's try to use these two bolts. As you see here, now it's just like this, because it can try to connect this plate to this one, so it goes there. So what I'm doing now, I will just go to the bolt groups. I use the second one, I will not use them, and I'll try to use only one group, or I try to use the bolts. Even if I use two groups, no problem, but you have to use on this line, okay, this line here. Okay, so this is the first one. Let's say we have at 50 or maybe something like 80, and after that what we need, let's say we have 4 phone number, and let's say if we say we have at 90, you see something like this. And the second one, let's say we have one bolt, and this kind of bolt, let's say 100 is or maybe 90 again. Anyhow, so we can use more than one groups also. So this is the solution for this one. By the way, I can go to the cap, and I don't need any cap of this one. Okay, as you see, now we could solve this problem. Your problem was, as you see here, this is 20 and this is 15, so I'll make this one also 15. As I said before, it's kind of up to your design. Okay, as you see, I'm choosing this one. I could make this connection very quickly, and it's a nice connection. And don't forget that this is a parametric connection. So when I'm using this one, when I'm changing this one, it will change with that one. So just right click, advanced properties, and go to this one. Yes, at the end, as you hear, as the end is 400. If I set is 500, now the connection will change with that one. So that's very good for me and for you all, that we can use this one. Okay, so there's another question is, how about the other side? Even if I delete this one, I will delete this one and I will copy that one. Okay, I will copy it. So let me show you. If I copied that one, so what will happen? I will copy this one, click by template, and I will choose this one, and first the column space, the beam space. You see, it's not like this. So what's the problem for that? The trick point for this type of connection was this plate. Okay, right? The tricky point was this plate, so we could get this plate. Maybe you used this one before, but you don't know how to make this plate. But with this tutorial now, you can do it very easily. Okay, that is very good. So what about this one? Okay, I'll show you. Because we mirrored this one, guys, because we mirrored this one, so this element take the mirror in the position. Right click, just go to advanced properties, go to position. As you see here, it's mirrored. So what is this makes? When it make mirror, so this beam will take the connection with the straight part of the beam. Okay, with a straight part. But here, because it's not mirrored, so it will take the connection with the sloped part. So what's the solution? The solution is pretty easy, which is just by clicking here, right click, advanced properties, and we go to the position, and just check this one, and it will solve the problem. Just like this. It's so easy. It's so easy, brothers. So this is the first the connection for this one. Okay, so we did the first connection. And this type of connection, how we can make this type of connection? Of course, it's pretty easy. Again, we can go to with a front plate splice. Okay, just click this one, select the first one, enter or space bar, select the second one, enter or space. You see now, yeah, it's very good connection. We have this one, and we after that we arrange for the we don't need any kind of clearance. The plate one is 10, let's say, I don't know, 15 maybe, and the plate 2 is the same with the plate 1. Here we can specify the height and whatever we want. Plate 2, we go to the bolts. As you see, the bolt groups, this is the to the previous one. If you want to put one group, so we can center this group. You see here we can center the first group, and the distance between them, let's say what we have 4 balls with the distance of 90, I think is sorry, 90 is good. You see, just like this. And the gauge distance is 120, because 120 is too much. Let's say 100, and I'll solve the rest of the problem with the beams. As is here, just right click, after that go to advanced properties, and go to flange. As is here, we have flange only 100 millimeter, so I will make it just like the column, which is 200 millimeter. Sorry, 200, again 200, just like this. Now I have this problem, this one, and again for this one I have to make it the same thing. We have the same problem with this one. First I want to make parallel, if otherwise I have to change in both sides, at the end, or at the start. So I will say 200, 200, 200, of course after later we will change the connection also, or we will correct the connection by double clicking under the on the join box, and we go with the plate 1. As you see, the plate 1 is not total. If we say projections, and the projections, let's say at the top we have only 10, at the bottom we have only 10, sides we have 0 by 0, so we want to make the same distance, or 200, as just like the rafter. Okay, you see now, I think is very good, and we can do whatever beam or whatever connection we want. By the way, we can use this one, this photo frame, take this photo frame and copy it, or we can copy the first thing. We can copy the columns and the beam without connection, and after that make the connection so as to be one group for this purpose. Let's say we want to just 4 or 5 whatever, and in this direction, y direction, let's say we have this one, and just click OK, and we see. And yeah, you see now we have this kind of cool warehouse. And for the purlins, we can make some purlins for this one. As you see here, we can use this one purlins, and we can select the beams here, just like this, and enter. Do you want to select the reference point? Yes, of course I want to select the reference point. My reference point is here, this reference point is very useful for me for later stages, so I will select this one, so I'll say yes. And for that one additional, no, I don't need any additional, so I will say no. Okay, that is very good. As you hear, for the elements, what I can say, the sections, you see I can use C, this kind of C if you want, or maybe in most of the cases we are using rectangulars. So I have a tutorial for that, how we can change rectangles or bring rectangles for here, or adding for this one for this parametric parametric joint. Okay, after that distances, let's say 125, I think is kind of enough. And the reference point is this one, so the first one is 200 from the first reference point, so I have this one. As you see here, we can offset only the last one, we can offset it. So what I can do, I can go to the last one, which is, as here is now highlighted, and I can offset it by something like 200. I don't know if it's good, you see, 200, maybe 300, whatever we want, if we want to offset that one. Okay, so I think now is very good for us, and we can just mirror it for the other side, but no problem. Let's try to find out, or let me before this one, let me try if we have some connecting pipes and how we can make connection for that. Of course we have many kind of or main type of connections, but I want to make this one for yourself. So we will go with the Australian or this one, let's say maybe this one, so we can use something like this one, 10 by 10 with 3 millimeters. Okay, so we have this one, how we can use or how we can choose a suitable connection. So for this purpose we will go to the connection vault and bring the connections here, and in most of the cases we have even we have end plate. If we want to make end plate, we can use end plate here, this one. Okay, just like this. We can use end plate for this one. We can play with the parameters. We don't have any problem with that. So by total, you see now the plate height, let's say 300. I don't know. It's kind of the beam top. You see, the top is this one. Let's say 100, because we have 100 by 100, and 100 is the this one. For the horizontal for the bolts, let's say we have 60 millimeters for the horizontal. Let's say total, and again 300, or maybe even 200 works for that. The center is 100. Let's say 150. I think is not enough. Let's say 200. Vertical bolts, let's say centered, and let's say this is 0. We don't have any this one, and we have two bolts. The distance will be 200 between there. Okay, so this one kind of the bolt, I know this a little bit big, the plate, but this is one kind of the connection. I want to show you another connection for the for other side. For this side, what we need, what we can do, we can just go to the shear plate. This one we can use shear plate if we want. You can just select the column and just select this one. As you see here, the shear plate is the shear plate is at the side, one side. And how can I bring it if I want to make it from the bottom or the top? how can I make it? If it is here, there's no choice to make something like this, but we can do, or we can make this one by a trick, or using a trick for that, and this trick will be from here. Okay, just select this one or double click here and go to the positioning, and from the positioning we can just rotate it by 90 degree or 100. You see, we can use this one. You see, when we are using this one. After that, what we do, we go back to the connection itself, and we specify, or we change the plates and things like this. As here we have the left or right, let's say left, what's the shape will be. The shape will be rectangle or flange both sides, as is here. And what we can do whatever we want. If we say offset by 20, and this is the plate, this plate. The plate shape is straight and lower side is horizontal. We can play around with these parameters here, and if we go to bolts, we see the horizontal bolts. The horizontal bolts is with the end beam, the vertical bolt again, let's say in the middle, so it comes in the middle, this one. And after that, the first one is here is let's say the distance between the two bolts is, we have 100. So if we say we have 60, we see now we did the bolts. We get the bolts here in right position. If we go with the horizontal beam, the horizontal will be 440. I think is quite enough, and again 40 is quite enough. For the vertical one is 50. If we say we have 100, you see, we have 40 maybe. Again here I think is good. But you can play around with this one bolt sticker. You can use it just like this, 3 from 1 minus 1, as you see, if you want to use something like this. Okay, so this is another type of connection that you can use. However, it's not I think I see it's not practical, but you can do something like this also. Okay, another kind of connection, sometimes when we have a pipe outside, let's try to make this type of connection also. I'll try to make a pipe here, and I'll show you the exact thing that I want to show you. Okay, just right click and positioning, with the positioning here. Maybe this one is not a big issue. Yeah, it's just like this. Okay, so let me bring it up a little bit. Let's go just like this. So if we have this pipe, how we can connect with this one? We can do it by using plates. Okay, the first of all, the plate thickness will be 100. I want to bring it, this one, outside by 10 millimeter, which is the plate thickness. Okay, 10 millimeters. So this is the first thing that I did. Okay, that's very good. And the next step, what I'm doing, the next step I'm doing is to put a plate on this, to put a plate on this end, and this end and the other end. Okay, so this is another step I have to follow that. I will bring, as we know, we have this one here, plates we can use. So I will use this plate on flange, maybe on flange or web, maybe on web, I don't know. We can try it later. Do you want to use a reference point? Yes, I want to use a reference point. So just click yes, and I want to make this point is as a reference. Okay. So now we choose the we mistake for we have mistakes, so because we used flange, but it's web. This is the flange, this is web, so I will just delete this one. What we need for the web, again select the beam, yes, select this one. As you see now we have this kind of plate. It's this one side, yeah, we need only one side. The total height is let's say 240 or something else, 300, whatever, I don't care. And the width, let's say we have something maybe 80, I think is enough, and 300 is too much, so I will say 240 maybe. But I made a mistake. I made a mistake because I used a reference point here, but I have to use a reference point as a middle, so it will gives me from the middle. Okay, so what I can do, I can use just let's say 50. This is the offset for this side. I will make this one 0, and maybe this one 50 if I offset this one, or maybe minus 50. Yeah, now it's in the middle. Why it's 50? Because I think this one is 100 by 100. Yeah, so now this one is in the middle. I use this one, right? I use this one, but I offset it by 50 millimeters, which is 5 centimeters. Okay, what I'm doing up to this point, I cannot make the connection for that. Why? Because I have to have another plate. So this plate or this plate I want to weld with this one. I think this one I used 80. I will make it this one maybe 50 or any value, but it's a small value, no problem. Okay, so I want to make another plate which is with this plate to be connected with the ball, and connected with this one with connected with this one with weld, and with this one with weld. So what I'm doing, I can make plate on plate. Just click here and make plate on plate, enter. As you see here, I made this one, and I will say the projections, and the projections I will make it 0, so it will be exactly on this area. Okay, exactly on this area. But if I leave it like this, because when we weld this one with this one, it will give us kind of the wall thickness. So it's better for me to make this one, or to move this one by 10 millimeters, which is 10 centimeter, 1 centimeter. Sorry, advanced properties, and I will just select this one, right click, advanced joint properties, and make this one offset by 10. As you see, that this one will go with that one because it's plate on plate. Okay, after that I will select this one, right click, advanced joint properties, and let's say 10. I don't know in which side, maybe this 0. I think projection 4, 10, no, this projection 10. So this is this one, but I have to put it in minus value. Okay, so minus 10 will give me the exact position for this one, because I used this one 10 and this minus 10. That's very good. And after that, what I'm doing, I can select this 2 and make where's this one, go to weld, this is go to welds here and just weld with 1 point. Yeah, it's on shop. And after that we can go with this go to this side and make it make this one, you change UCS for this and select these two plates as is here, select these two plates and go to the bolts. Maybe we can use these 2 points and make like this, and we go the distance in the X direction we want just 1, and in the Y direction we want to like this, and maybe 40 as a distance, and we can go more. As you see here, this symbol is the location is side, okay, on side, so it's not to be one symbol for this one. And we go with the other, with the rest. We have hole definition, which is the slot part. We can give it a slot because for this, so let's say this one is we have slotted hole, and the slot will be 3 centimeters, 30 millimeter. I think now is very good, and we can do whatever we want. So that's very, very good. And the last thing that I want to show you is about the material. If we go, if we save this one, well, let's try to save this one on desktop, and let's say EP and tapered warehouse, tapered portal frame, let's say. Just save it. If we go with numbering, and make numbering for that, what kind of numbering we use, and just apply. Now, okay, and we use this one is an internal, so I'll choose another way because I don't need number this one. Yeah, I want to use this one and this one for all the time. Okay, we have to delete this. Anyhow, no problem. This internal, I have a tutorial about that, how we can eliminate this one. Any spray is no problem. But about the material, let's try to make a list BOM, and if we go with the output BOM templates, if we go with assembly list, let's compound section list, go to compound section list, let's say okay. Because we have compound sections, right? So we see the list of the compound sections. It's not compound section, it's taper section. So let's try to assembly list. And I know the solution for that, but I want to show you for which one we can use. As here we have C, it gives us for the C, for the hole, for the plate, but for the plate here, as is here for the plate, but it cannot give us the for the compound section. Even if we delete the go to the numbering and delete the numbering here from the output, is here. If we delete this one, if I delete numbering for all the kind of single part and assembly and this one, and make a numbering from the first, okay, as you see now is numbering changed, but it cannot give us the numbering for this one. You see we have 6 number here, 6 number here, and this one. Oh, so how we can take the material for that one, the trick key point is here, and how we can make material for them. What I'm doing, I'm just select all of these columns, right click, advanced properties, and make it behavior separated and behavior separated beam, just like this for the display separated, and this one is like this. Again for this one, and this one also right click. For this one, again for everything right click. I think I used lines with that one. Right click, advanced properties, and we will go with display type separated, behavior separated. But as here we have to, when we change this one, we have to make numbering again. So I will again, I can delete all the lines I don't need anymore, and I will use this one. Right click again, advanced properties. For display type is separated, behavior is separated. As you use holes for numbering, and after that, this use holes for numbering is exists on version 2021. Okay, and now what I'm doing, I'll make numbering another one more time. Okay, now it gives me all these things, all the plates here exist. But as you see here, I have some kind of the minus part mark, which is the system line, for these beams, right? We have 1, 2, 6, and this is the total system lines that exist on my project. After that, go to the template, and what we go with plate list, right? Because we have we changed all of this one for plates, so we need plate list, and it gives us plate list. Even if we go with the material list, it will give us the material list just like this. As here we have this one. You see, this is the length of that. Let's go with the material list, and we see what kind of material we have here, and we see together. Now it lists this everything. It's a straight beam. As you see here, we have straight beam, we have plates. As you see that the total length of the plates now we have, and the total project is go to the we have hexagonal beam. We have it's about 3 we have only 3 tons. Now everything is material, and if we go with a material in summary, it gives us a quietly different thing, which is lists the plates according to its thickness, which we want, of course. As you see here, this is the 10 millimeters, the plates with the 10 millimeters, the sections, C sections, pipes or tubes, and this is 20 millimeters, and I think it's kind of very good thing. Here this is 15, which is 15 millimeters we have for the connections here. And that's all for this tutorial. Hope you enjoyed, guys. Don't forget to like and share this video, and subscribe to my channel, and don't forget to boycott any kind of the French goods. Nobody should buy any kind of French goods till they apologize to all the Muslims. Okay, we have to support our prophet. Just support your prophet, even if with one good deed. Thank you very